There has been a disaster tragedy that requires all of your immediate attention.
Don't you stand there and judge me like I'm some kind of criminal.
I am here merely to tell you that the day will come.
I don't give a fuck.
You either get used to it or you get lost.
I'm working something out. It's called a metaphor.
Well, what are you working out?
It's secret. That's why it's called metaphor. It's a secret. That's what metaphor means. Secret. Fuck those dumplings.
Broadcasting live from downtown Cleveland.
He's supposed to be dead. Sorry to disappoint.
Could you, roll me one of those, cowboy?
Tell you what, I'd like to bend her over a barrel and show her the 50 states, you know what I'm saying?
On morningshowcentral.com.
You want to leave the condom off? Go for it.
You think you got issues?
Please, enlighten me.
Wait till you get a load of these clowns.
Who the fuck are you?
Come here to get your weekly fix of Sick and Twisted.
Yeah, it's got its tongue up my ass. No.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Come on in. Oh, and bring your whore. We'll all do some blow.
What the fuck's going on?
On morningshowcentral.com.
Yeah, that was probably the first sign of the apocalypse.
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
Who you be?
Do you know who I am?
Who are you?
Did you see that with Reese?
Oh, yeah.
Witherspoon? Who, you know who I am?
I'm American citizen.
Fuck that whore.
Everything is closing in. All this emptiness, it surrounds me. With everything I feel, I just know, oh, it's changing. I just can't sleep without you here.
As you can see, Dom's not here tonight. I don't know where he's at. I think his pussy's hurting.
I just want to let you know that you make me weak, and now I'm surrounded.
He waits about, I think, what was it, about an hour before showtime to contact me to let me know that he wasn't going to make it in tonight. Something about his shoulder hurt or something like that, or I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, he's not going to be here tonight, so.
All these memories.
So you got me tonight. Oh, joy, right? Yep.
Now only broken chains are all that I found. Oh, it's killing me. Now
Who knows? He might call in tonight or something. I don't know. Explain his disappearance or something. I don't know. Maybe he was kidnapped or something. I don't know. Too soon?
like you got the best of me. It doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know that you make me weak, and now I'm feeling.
A lot of stuff going on in the news, man. A lot of stuff, man. Especially here in Cleveland, man. Cleveland just made, like, international news. Like, it's crazy. All this. I'll get into it a little bit when we go live here.
I'm surrounded. I'm caught in my feelings again. They're ringing out inside my head. It's in everything that exists. The walls are slowly closing in.
I can't believe we had Anderson Cooper in Cleveland doing a live remote. I can't believe that. That's crazy. You had people from like Australia here in Cleveland. You had people from like in Great Britain here. I mean, they flew across the pond to come see us. This is insane. It's like the Browns won the Super Bowl. Well, wishful thinking, right?
I just want to let you know that you make me weak, and now I fear.
Speaking of the Browns, I don't know about this Jimmy Haslam guy. This guy is like, he's crazy or something, or I don't know what's going on with him. But they're really, really investigating his ass, and I don't even know if he's going to be able to hold on to the Browns. I mean, the sources, like, I guess there's a bunch of suspicion going around saying that he might lose the team. But then the NFL, commissioner said no, he's fine, whatever. But there are a lot of media outlets are saying that, he might lose it. So we'll see.
It doesn't matter where I go, because I just can't sleep without you here. I just want to let you know that you make me weak, and now I'm surrounded.
All right, you want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742, or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat, and I'm in there right now. Dom's not here tonight. He's busy at home mending his pussy right now, I guess. I don't know what the hell's going on with him, though. But he contacted me a couple minutes before showtime, and I think wait, let me see. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it, because he's always pimping that stupid Voxer app. So I went ahead and I downloaded it just for these moments here. And let me see. This would be Dom. Let me see if I can get this going here for you.
Dude, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, wait, that's not it. Hold on. Let me go down here. Let me see. Today. Here we go. This is Dom texting me, or actually boxing me. Hold on, let me see if I can get that. Let me see if I can get that a little louder for you guys, so that way you can hear it. All right, hold on here. Let me do this. All right, let me rewind it real quick for you.
Rockstar. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it in tonight. I get some stuff that came up here. I take care of. Just want to let you know.
Okay, and then this is the second message he sent me.
My back, my neck. I can only take so much medicine, and
let's replay that.
dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm dying over here. My arms are killing me. And my back, my neck. I can only take so much medicine, and can't drive on it.
So that's Dom. That's Dom right there. All right, let me see. All right, so that's Dom right there talking about his back and his shoulders and everything that's going on with them. And so, yeah, that's the reason why Dom's not going to be here tonight. He's doped up on medicine right now or something like that, and he said that he wouldn't be able to come in tonight to do the show. So I'm going to do it for you, and I got a lot of news I want to cover. I got a bunch of clips, too, that I want to play, too, from this whole craziness that's been going on here in Cleveland. But I want to get into a few other stories before we get into it. Everybody, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time talking about it because every freaking news outlet in Cleveland is covering it. CNN is too, and Fox News, and I don't want to, give you a show all night long talking about it. I mean, everybody knows what's going on right now. I think everybody's really caught up to what's going on. But I wanted this go into a few things, some of the key things that I thought was amazing, and some of the stuff that was downright sick. So I mean, there's just a few things I want to go over with you tonight, and if you want to call the show, the number's 888-668-0742. I also put something up on Facebook about the situation too. So if you want to call in and weigh in on that, you can. The question was, when they go to trial and everything, and after they find him guilty or whatever, or whatever, I know they're going to find him guilty. I mean, it's got too much there's too much damning evidence against him. So when he does and he gets convicted and everything like that, would you rather see him rot in jail for the rest of his life? Or would you rather see him go through the death sentence? So that's the question. Would you rather see him rot in jail or get the death sentence? So if you want to call the show and weigh in on that a little later tonight, you can. It's 888-668-0742. All right, I got a story here. It's about this woman. She was shot in the mouth by a harpoon gun. All right. Well, you would think, okay, what is she in the ocean? No, her husband was cleaning the harpoon gun when it misfired and shot her right in the neck, right through the mouth into the neck. And it actually hit her spine. My question is why in the hell are you like cleaning a harpoon gun loaded in your house? Wouldn't you think that you would like take the harpoon out or whatever it is, the harpoon itself, take it out so that way you don't accidentally fire the damn thing before you start cleaning it? I mean, to me it's insane though. But it actually went through. There's a picture of it. If you go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Morning Show Central, I posted the image up there, but I don't know if you guys can see this, though. But there's a picture. Here's a skull picture. I'm going to post it up right there so you guys can see it, though. But that thing went right through her mouth and hit the back of her spine. I'm still trying to figure out how she lived. But evidently, according to the news article here, she's going to be fine. It's going to take a little bit of time for her to get better and everything, but she's gonna get past all this and she'll be fine. But like I said, I don't get the whole entire thing. Why clean a harpoon gun when load it in your house? I mean, and then what do you say to your wife afterward? Do you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey, for shooting you in the face with a harpoon gun"? That's like our vice president we had. He went duck hunting and shot that dude in the face with his shotgun. I mean, how do you explain that to your wife? I'm sorry? Dude, if I was the woman, I would say, you know what? Divorce. That's it. I'm done. Then you could go take your harpoon gun and do whatever you got to do. Or, the other thing is, too, it doesn't say in the story here or anything, but, it said that there might be a speculation that, they're looking into it, but it's not true. It's just rumors. It's alleged that there might have been another motive to the reason why he shot her in the face. But the police said that currently right now there's no other alternate motive for shooting her. So she's laid up in the hospital right now recovering. But she's going to live. She's going to make it, though. But shot her right in the mouth, the harpoon, and went right and hit the back of her spine. I'm surprised she isn't paralyzed. That's the crazy thing about it. All right, I got another story here. Montana man wants to be reimbursed by the feds for his dog eating his money, his $500. Evidently, there was $500 laying in this Montana home. A 12-year-old golden retriever ate 5 $100 bills, and he's hoping that the U.S. government would reimburse him for the loss of the $500 that his golden retriever ate. Well, here's the situation. If it was me, I would say, you know what, forget it. You lost that money, you're done. But the government said if you can retrieve the missing bills from the dog without harming the dog, yes, we will, refund you your, $500. So this guy's got to walk around with a pooper scooper until this dog, craps out the $100 bills, and then he takes it to a local branch or something, a bank or something, or the Federal Reserve, and get this money transferred. So that's the only way he's going to get his money back. So I'm hoping that the dog's stomach acid eats these $100 bills for his dumbass leaving the $100 bills laying in his house in the first place. If you're going to leave money at like eye level of a dog and your dog's a billy goat and he goes around and eats things, then you deserve to lose your money in the first place. So I just don't get it, though. I mean, people all the time, dogs, cats, whatever, they're eating they eat the craziest things. Like, for instance, a cat will eat the damn tinsel off your Christmas tree. Dogs eat. My dog walks around the house licking the floor. I don't understand my dog. She's like 90-something years old, but she goes around the house licking the floor. And I'm always like clapping my hands saying, stop, don't do that. Because we walk across it, And we got hardwood floors and everything. And then she's outside, she's licking the concrete. I'm like, what is she, a freaking lizard or something like that? But, you deserve losing all your money if you're going to leave your money in eye level of a dog to get a hold of in the first place. I mean, dogs and cats will get into anything, especially if you leave them alone long enough. Trust me, I have a dog, a little Jack Russell Terrier. If I turn around and walk away for a minute and I'm not looking, the dog's into something. So this is a golden retriever you're talking about, and it's going to be a little bit more messier when this happened, when he goes around with this pooper scooper. I think it would be a little bit easier if it was a smaller dog. This dog, was, small enough where they can retrieve the money or whatever. But yeah, good luck to this guy. I mean, if he's going to get his, try to get his money back, then more power to him, I guess. I mean, it's crazy if you ask me. Indiana man calls 911 to report he was drinking and driving. I don't get this, but I guess he had a guilty conscience, and he decided to call the police and say, you know what, I've been drinking, I'm driving right now, come arrest me or whatever. A northern Indiana man who called 911 and told dispatchers he was drinking and driving and needed to be taken off the road. When the sheriff got there, state police say 24-year-old Matthew DeVoe of Florida was arrested early Monday along Interstate 65. Police said DeVore had a blood alcohol level of 0.09, just over Indiana's. Well, actually, it's in Indiana. Why did they say Florida for? It's in Indiana. Just over the legal limit to drive. Well, I mean, first off, I don't know why you would call 911. I know you're drunk and everything, but I mean, why would you contact 911 and get yourself in trouble? Wouldn't you think you would like get a cab or something, or call a friend or whatever, or try to, find a way home or something like that instead of being like a Chad Zumach and driving drunk in Lakewood? But I guess drinking and driving is the thing to do, and I guess you're going to risk it and call police and get yourself in trouble. I mean, that's on you though, but I don't recommend anybody drinking and driving. I lost an aunt to some asshole drinking and driving. It was a long time ago when I was a kid. I was woken out of bed around midnight, and I was told by my mother that my aunt was decapitated by a man that was going the opposite direction and heading for my aunt. And they collided together. Both cars collided together, and her head was decapitated. She was a nurse. She was coming home from work. This asshole was coming home from the bar. The guy lived. My aunt died. So I don't recommend anybody drinking and driving at all, because you're not only hurting the family, but you're also hurting other people in the family as well, because this aunt, I was really, really close to this aunt, and we did a lot together, and I still miss her today. But the point is that if you're going to drink and drive, I mean, call someone, get a cab, tell someone that you need a ride home or something like that. I mean, take a bus or something, for God's sakes. I don't care how you get home, but don't get behind the wheel of a car and turn the ignition on and go for a ride because you think, that if you think that's going to be a fun thing to do, then you're not. It's not gonna bode well for you. I'm gonna save this one for later though. Let me ask my intern this. Hey, Jason, have you ever went to Home Depot before? Come on in here real quick. Have you ever went to Home Depot to buy things or whatever?
Yeah, I kind of do a construction work, so yeah. I've been
Do you? Okay. Have you ever went into a Home Depot and seen a guy sawing off his arms in the tool section?
No.
Okay. Well, there's this man in Los Angeles went to a Home Depot Wednesday evening, and he went into the tool section of the Home Depot and decided to fire up one of the power tools there, one of the saws, to proceed to cut off his arm, one of them. And then when he was done with the other one, the saw was laying down on the other, on the I guess the counter or whatever it was. He laid the saw down running and leaned in and cut off his other arm. So now there's blood all over the place. Bystanders are running and screaming from the damn store. They closed the store. The police got there. Corporal Rudy Lopez said that he never saw this before. He says this is the first time for anything, I guess. He walked in and saw the guy in the saw area, picked up a couple saws in the saw area, and started cutting off both of his arms. An off-duty paramedic from Pasadena Fire Department has been shopping nearby and hurried to the scene. The officer had already found the man down and face down in his own blood and everything, and they sealed off the area so that way the paramedic can get there, and then more EMS came, and they hauled his ass off to the hospital to stop the bleeding and see if they could save this guy. His condition is still unknown right now.
He had to be mentally
right.
Wrong.
But the corporal said that this is the first time he's ever saw anything like this before. He said he's seen, people shooting, committing suicide in front of him before, but he said he never, ever, ever saw anybody go into a Home Depot, start taking power saws, and start cutting off his arms.
Right. That's crazy.
And the other thing is, too, why would Home Depot have blades on the saws?
That's what I was just about to say, like, how ain't no workaround the saws?
Right.
And they hear him going off, and
right.
They supposed to come in and stop him.
Even the hand saws don't have the blades on them. Because they don't want anybody to get hurt with them. So they sell the blade separately. Well, no, they sell the blade. No, they actually sell the blade with the saw, but it's in its own package. It's in its own package. And when you get home, you got to put the blade in yourself.
It was a sawzall or
it was a circular saw. I don't know why the circular saw had a blade, unless he was in the lumber department where they custom. They cut the wood there. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know, though. But they're saying the tool department of Home Depot. If it's in a tool department, then Home Depot can be sued.
Yeah, because there's somebody supposed to be there to watch.
Right, exactly. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, too. All right, thanks, Jason. But, yeah, this guy, they don't know the outcome of this guy right now. They don't know the status of him right now. He's evidently still in the hospital with his arms chopped off. I guess they're going to try to put them back together like Humpty Dumpty. But I don't think they're going to be able to do that because, it depends on how he cut his arm off, too. That's the thing, too. I mean, if he sawed in the wrong area of his arm, I think it might be a little bit impossible to put his arm back together. I mean, you see all kinds of crazy things in the news where they put faces back on, people like that chimp lady, where that chimpanzee mauled this lady's face off, and then they turned around and they put reconstructive surgery, and they were able to, give her a new face and everything. But, if you cut your arm in the wrong spot, I'm no doctor or nothing, but I think it would be kind of hard to, get that put back on, though. And then on top of it, though, he's got both of his arms, lost now. So he might be a double amputee. So, I mean, that's crazy, though. I mean, I know this guy's probably got mental issues. He's probably got problems. But, I mean, how do you think the people would feel, that are shopping in the area, too? That's the other thing you might want to think of, too, is that you got all these people shopping, and then they see this guy sawing his arms off and blood going all over the place. And little kids going there. I mean, I take my daughter into Home Depot to go get things, and what if I was walking past the tool? I mean, I probably would sit there and watch the guy, but, you got little kids walking by, and they're seeing this, this guy, sawing his arms off, and how I think that's traumatic to the kid, too. The kids that are walking by. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of crazy, though. All right, look, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I got a bunch of news stories. And now I'm going to get into some of these clips and stuff like that I wanted to play and get into all this craziness that's going on here in Cleveland. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Don't touch that mouse, or we'll come to your home and pistol whip you. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Dee Snyder from Twisted Sister, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
You want a date?
I'm gonna puke on you.
Gee, I don't think I have a price for that.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Right here on MorningShowCentral.com. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at MorningShowCentral.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navarro at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navarro at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at Facebook.com/MorningShowCentral. Denying one Farmville request at a time.
Prepare to get your cock rocked to kingdom come.
Welcome back to the show that doesn't discriminate. We'll bang everyone equally.
You can handle that? You got a job.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742. The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to TurnScore. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, TurnScore is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer, so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. TurnScore is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need paying higher fees. TurnScore will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, TurnScore is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscore.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. TURNSCOR.com. Turnscore.com.
I know, oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more.
Can almost taste it.
Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good. Here we go. Every
only on Uncensored Net Noise.
We got a question from the chat room. Shannon wants to know, do you put out on a first date?
No, I do not.
Okay. Now, well, maybe on the webcam she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on webcam I do because I'm not really banging you.
Right, exactly. So.
Yeah.
I actually have old men. I don't know, this is kind of weird, but like old men just, they're trying to stick their heads in my ass, you know. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, what's wrong with that?
One guy, he, wanted to dance. I was going to give him a dance, so he wouldn't sit down.
Okay.
And here he wanted to slow dance with me.
Aw.
Well.
Yeah. And they gave me a tip, and I'm like, oh, how sweet.
Well, how much was the tip, though, for dancing with you?
Well, it's $5 a dance, and he gave me $20.
Okay, well, then $20 to dance with you. I mean, you made an old man happy, I guess.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the fine people at the FCC for being such f***ing mug. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys, we're back. You want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742. Or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. I'm in there right now. Miss any part of the show, you can go to our website, uncensorednetnoise.com. There you'll be able to find all the archives of all the shows that we did in the past and everything. Especially the show that we did last week with this... oh, God, what was she? She was some webcam porn actress or something like that, and she called in. We talked to her last week about her experience with showing her ass to strangers on the internet. I don't know, man. I don't know if that would be safe, though. I guess it could be safe. I mean, you're on a webcam. It's not like you're in front of the person or in person with the person. But I'd still think it would be kind of scary, like if you go out in public or something like that, and you don't know who's watching you. You just got the guy, paying his money to look at your webcam and everything. So let's say you're at at a store or something like that, and you're buying your groceries or something, and you're walking through the aisles, and then this dude just starts looking at you like he knows you. I mean, that would be kind of creepy that, you got the guy that's in the same, a soup can aisle getting his food and you're getting your food. And then all of a sudden that you guys lock eyes and he's, just staring at you. I don't know, man. I don't know what's worse, doing it in person, at a strip club or something like that, or, seeing, or doing it in front of a webcam where everybody's anonymous though. I mean, everybody... that you can't see who's watching you. It's not like you pay your money and then you send a mugshot of yourself to show the chick who's watching. So I don't know, man. It's kind of weird to me if you ask me, though. But to each his own, I guess. All right, I said I wanted to get into some of this stuff that happened in Cleveland. You know that Gina DeJesus and Amanda Berry and Michelle Knight, they escaped from that house over on the west side of Cleveland. And there's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm not going to get into, specifics and everything. I mean, everybody knows what's going on, and you got a hero here, and then you got a hero there, and some people are saying that, Ramsey is the real hero, and then the other guy, the Puerto Rican guy, is the real hero. We don't know who it is, though. I mean, everybody's going back and forth, and we posted a story on our MSC Radio Network about this, about Ramsey's checkered past, him beating his wife and everything, and so on and so forth. But regardless of the fact, what he did in the past, he saved 3 girls. Regardless, he saved these 3 girls. He got them out of the house. Congrats, dude. If I see the guy, I'll buy him a steak dinner. But now we're hearing conflicting stories that he didn't save the kids or the girls, and it was the other guy that actually got the girls out of the house. But like I said, we don't know exactly who saved who. All we have is what we got from the media, from 3, 5, 8, 19, all those guys, CNN, everything, that's going on. And we really don't know exactly who the hero of the whole thing is. But I wanna say this though. If anybody out there knows either one of them, Ramsey or the Puerto Rican gentleman that helped in this matter, tell them to get in contact with us. Chris at morningshowcentral.com. I would love to have both of them in studio to talk about it. Because I'm kind of intrigued on who did what. I mean, you got the one guy saying, I would get a translator here to translate what he's saying, because evidently I guess he doesn't speak a whole lot of English or whatever, but we would get someone here to translate for him, so that's not a big issue. But the thing is that we're hearing conflicting stories about it, though. And like I said, I don't care about Ramsey's past. I don't care what he did or whatever. And the same thing goes with the Puerto Rican guy. I don't care if he did anything wrong, if he had a minor traffic accident or something like that, or he beat his girlfriend or something. I don't care about any of that stuff. I just want to get down to the bottom of who the real hero is. That's what I want to find out, because you're hearing all kinds of stuff going back and forth, and the Ramsey guy was already on CNN, and everybody's saying, taking the other guy and shunning him and not even giving him his spotlight. So I like to invite them both to MSC on my show to talk about this and see if maybe we can get them to, maybe break something here at the show and let us know that, who the real hero is or whatever, or they split it equally. I don't know. Ramsey already said that he doesn't want the money from any of this. He said he would give it to the victims, which is cool. I thought that was cool when he said he was going to get rid of the reward money to the victims or whatever. But I thought that was awesome. But again, I'm still trying to figure out and piece this together. All these conflicting stories about that. But there's also another thing that I want to bring up too. Mayor Jackson, he was talking about how all the media outlets were there at Gina's house and over at Amanda Berry's house, and over at the Seymour where they found Seymour Avenue where they found the three girls. And the mayor of Cleveland, Frank Jackson, he said that he wants everybody to leave them alone. Basically, just go away. Just give them enough time to heal. I mean, it's not been that long though. But here's the thing: a lot of people are saying, a lot of people in the media. I talked to a couple people in the media, and they said, well, you know what? We gave all this time to Gina's family. We gave all this time to Amanda's family and everything, and all we want is answers. Okay, fine, you'll get your answers when they're ready to talk. Now, even if they didn't talk, it doesn't matter. If Gina says, I don't want to talk about it ever, she wants to blank it out of her mind, she doesn't want to talk about it forever, fine, that's her prerogative. Same thing goes with Amanda Berry. If she doesn't want to talk about any of this stuff, fine. The same thing with Michelle Knight. If she doesn't want to talk about Michelle Knight already made a statement from Metro Hospital saying that thank you very much for the outpouring condolences and everything, and the nice settlements that the sentiments that people were saying, all the gifts and everything, and all she wants is people to leave her alone. She doesn't want anybody to come stalk her. I think the part of the reason why Michelle doesn't want to go home, and this is just my opinion, is that she probably doesn't have a family structure at home, and there's people. She came from a broken family from the beginning, before this kidnapping, and then after the kidnapping, that's probably what she still thinks of. I have a bad relationship with my family, and I don't want to go back into that atmosphere again. Maybe that might be the reason. It may not be. I don't know. But regardless of the fact is, the mayor's right, though. I got a couple clips here that I want to play for you. Some of the news conference that the mayor talked about during this whole thing. So here we go.
And I've ordered the director to instruct his people as to what our expectation is, which is a clearly defined process, procedures, and protocol. regardless. And it's designed, again, to protect the family, to show compassion for them, but to also ensure that we do it in a way that will lead to a just outcome.
Now here's another one.
Information, some of which is correct, some of which...
This is the clip that he's talking about, like the media putting information out there that some of it may be correct and some of it may not be correct and some of it may be politically incorrect. So here's the clip.
Information, some of which is correct, some of which is not correct, to have reporting of facts, some of which is correct, some of which is not correct, as if it is so. You know, you have family members who are listening to this. You have victims who are listening to this. You have people who are forming opinions around stuff that is not necessarily accurate. And a lot of this comes, and that's where I say people need to be responsible as to how they conduct themselves. Now, I believe I've delivered the message that we as a community should behave in the way that gives respect to...
Now, during this clip, though, I'll stop it for a minute. During this clip, you hear the media in the background, you know, grumbling and everything because they can't get their freaking story. Look, I run an internet radio station. Of course I want this story. I want to find out. But I also want to give the proper respect to the families and let them have time to heal. So you got these stupid freaking reporters in the background saying, well, is this a gag order? No, and the mayor even said it like 6 times. No, it's not a gag order. He just wants you to be respectful and give these families enough time to cope and grieve and maybe move forward with their lives instead of being total fucking stalkers like you are, 3, 5, 8, 19, all you guys. Back off a little bit, even CNN, back off a little bit, so that way they can turn around and breathe a little bit, and then maybe, who knows, this story may come out a little sooner for you assholes, and you'll be able to get your story that you want. So here's the clip.
I believe I've delivered the message that we as a community should behave in the way that gives respect to the family and the victim, most of which has been with good intention and most of which has been well received.
So with that being said, the mayor, all he's asking is for a little bit of respect from all the media outlets out there. I have no problem with that, man. I have none. I you know what? The mayor of Cleveland has some balls, man. I respect the guy now. Before I really didn't know too much about him. Well, I do. I mean, I know a lot about him, but like I'm saying though, I never really met the man in person or anything like that, or really, I didn't shake his hand. But you know what? Now I do. I want to meet the guy. I want to shake his hand and say, you know what? That was a lot of balls right there, going in front of the media like that and tell them to shut the fuck up and leave the people alone. Basically, he didn't say it in those words though. But if that was me and if I was the mayor of Cleveland, that's the exact words that would come out of my mouth. Leave them the fuck alone. Let them heal. That's exactly what I would have told them. But and all the news outlets out there would have to bleep me, but who cares? The point of the matter is that give these families enough time. I mean, it's here's the thing too. I can't stress this enough though. I was watching the news. Everybody's fascinated. They want to know what's going on. They want to know the story. I get it. I totally get it. But if you've got to put a tarp on your house and tarp off the fucking media from you to go out there to get the mail from your front porch or whatever, especially at Gina's house. I seen a tarp going from one end of her house to the other end of her house, right in the front there, to block off the media so people don't, interrupt them. So if she comes outside and wants to get some air or whatever, the tarp's going to conceal that. And then the other thing is, too, all these news outlets out there, 3, 5, 8, 19, all those guys, after the mayor, actually after the chief of Cleveland, the chief of police in Cleveland said, we don't want to, when Amanda comes home, if she doesn't want to talk or whatever, that's fine. If she does, that's fine or whatever. We want to give her space and everything like that. And all these, as soon as the sister came out, the talk, they were like vultures, man. They were all over her, surrounding her and everything. And you couldn't even get the shot. You got Bill Staffos from 19 Action News with his cameraman there. This cameraman must have been up in a tree or something because he was shooting down to get the live shot for 19 Action News. Which, I don't know, whatever. Or he was probably standing on somebody's car. I don't know what it was, though. But and then the other thing is, then you got Channel 8 and their helicopter. They're in their chopper. And as Amanda pulls in, she pulls to her backyard. She gets out of the vehicle. The freaking camera's on her. I mean, can you let her get into her freaking house? I mean, for God's sakes, the girl's been gone for 10 years. Give them enough space, man. That's all you need to do is give them a little space. I'm sure Amanda's parents, her father or whatever in Tennessee or whatever, or, her sister, in Cleveland or whatever, will contact you or whatever and let you know that, hey, Amanda wants to sit down with you guys, that she wants to talk to you, or whatever. Same thing with Gina's family. I'm sure Gina will contact you some way, shape, or form through her family or from them, or even Michelle will. One of these days they'll come. This whole story will come about, and you'll get your story. It may be 2 years from now. It may be a year from now. It may be never. But give them enough time to breathe. I can't get how 3, 5, 8, 19 here in Cleveland are so driven to find out who can beat who, or whatever. I mean, I get it, ratings and whatever the case may be. And then you got 19 Action News raving, oh, yeah, we're the #1 news station in Cleveland. We're the first to break this and whatever. I mean, great. You broke the story, but, now it's time to, ease off a little bit and let the family do what they do best, and that's recover from all this right now. So, all right, listen, we're going to take a break real quick. When we come back, I got a little bit more. I got one more clip for you guys to play, and we'll get to that when we come back. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Uncensored Net Noise. Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Morning Show Central Radio Network.
MorningShowCentral.com.
Got time in your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Oh, ow!
What?
Oh, ow!
Send us an email. Hit the Contact Us page on MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at MorningShowCentral.com. Call the show toll-free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out.
Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits. A 99.5% uptime guarantee and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
This is President
Barack Obama, and you're listening to MSC Radio Network.
Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. Got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Oh, ow!
What?
Oh, ow!
Send us an email. Hit the Contact Us page on MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com. There's more to life than mindless entertainment. You'll find out right after our show. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742. previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
What is your goal? What do you want to do? What do you want to see out of all this, though, in the next 5 years? I mean, what's your goal for all this?
Well, I don't really have a set goal for the porn in 5 years or anything because, porn's going really nowhere anymore. And there's too many people wanting to become porn stars. There's too many names out there. And, if you're like, oh, do you know, let's say Susie Q, because I'm not going to put any porn stars' names out there. But some are like, no, who is she? But a lot of other guys know her. It's just there's like over thousands and thousands of porn stars out there anymore. It's ridiculous. So, I hope, in the next 5 years, I'll, go to college, and become a makeup artist or a fashion designer. And then if I become a makeup artist, I'll be a makeup artist for a porn star or something.
If you play the tape of our show backwards, you'll discover a secret message. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, we're back. You want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742. Or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. I'm in there right now. I got some people in there. A lot of them are saying that they hope that Castro guy gets strung up by his nuts and stoned in the middle of downtown Cleveland, which, you know what, I don't blame. I would love to see that. I don't think we ever really seen a public execution before, and I think Cleveland should be the first to do it with this guy. And that's just my opinion about it, though, because, I mean, this guy, look, he's 52 years old. He's a freaking rapist. And it's not alleged because he's got kids with Amanda Berry because, according to sources, they said that the Ohio Attorney General, Mike DeWine, announced that the preliminary results for the DNA test were that the daughter of Amanda Berry is the father, Ariel Castro is the father of that child. So, to me, this guy should be brought in the middle of downtown Cleveland by a public square, over by where the fountain is, or over where Terminal Tower is, strapped to a flagpole somewhere, and then everybody gets a brick and just throws it at this dude until he dies. I mean, there's no other way around it. Like I said, I posted the question up on the Facebook page. If what would you think? You guys think that he should rot in jail, or should he be sentenced to death? Now, hey, Jason, real quick. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that Ariel Castro should be put to death, or should he rot in jail for the rest of his life?
Tortured in jail.
Tortured in jail. Now, here's the thing with
the inmate's going to torture.
Well, I don't think so because he'll be in protective custody. And it's the same thing with the Anthony Solwell guy. He's still alive. He's in protective custody. So no one can get a hold of Anthony Solwell. And that's the other thing, too, is that the only way they move these inmates is probably at night when all the inmates are in their cells, so that way they can move them back and forth to wherever they need to go. Or they do a lockdown in the prison where no inmate's out of their cell at the time, and then they move Anthony to a different place. It's going to be the same thing with this guy here if he doesn't get the death sentence. Right.
He just chilling in jail and
right.
No remorse.
Right. There's no remorse there. I mean, the guy actually the whole entire time he's in the middle. I mean, I was watching footage of it. The guy was at his arraignment. He was biting his entire shirt the whole entire time, trying to hide his face and everything, and with his head down the whole entire time.
He had one of those crazy suits on, and trying to
Right, exactly. Well, they also have him on suicide watch because evidently Scott Taylor, and I'm using air quotes here, from 19 Action News, obtained, I'm using air quotes again, the suicide note that Ariel wrote, and it was quite disturbing, and you can find that on our Facebook page because I took a screenshot of the transcript of what Scott Taylor wrote on his Twitter account. Said that let me see here. Basically what Scott Taylor said was, let me grab that real quick. I should have had it printed out real quick, but I didn't know.
One thing though, I'm surprised that the brothers didn't even get
right.
charged. They released them.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. There's a lot of conspiracy going on about that too, saying that they shouldn't have let those two guys go because they think that they still.
They had all three ladies for all three men.
Right, exactly. Well, here I got the thing right here. Basically, what Scott said from 19 Action News is that Castro writes he's surprised how the young Gina DeJesus really is cause for all this whole ordeal, and he also said about he wanted to kill himself and give the money that he saved up to the victims that he all the girls there. And he also says that I don't know why I kept looking for another one. I already had two in my possession. And there's the third one here that he wrote. He said he said he can't believe how naive these these girls were at the time to get in the car with a total stranger. And to me, the whole entire thing with this is that the guy had screws loose in his head, from the get-go. And the other thing is too is also I was watching a news report from Fox 8, and I guess evidently they had him in studio performing in 2003, I think it was. I guess Ariel Castro. He plays bass in a band. Not an electric bass, one of those, one of those big ones. But anyways, he was on Fox 8 doing a live performance on the morning show with his band. And they found the footage of him there at the studio, and they're talking about how he has a double life. Like, he would go to work and then leave those girls locked up in the basement. And there's speculation, and I don't know if this is true. And, like I said, I'm using air quotes again, and this is all alleged, that there was chains in the basement where these girls were locked up. And there's also this is alleged too, that there was a sign on the wall that said RIP on the wall. Well, we don't know anything about that. None of the pictures surface, and we won't see these pictures probably for a long, long time. I'm thinking years from now. You won't see none of this because it's going to take, it's going to take about a year for this whole thing to die over. And then once it dies over, then you'll start seeing all this information start coming out because he's already, he's been convicted and everything else. And it's going to take about a good 1 year just to get the trial done. It's going to take a year for him to get a trial. By then, this guy is going to be in jail collecting off the taxpayers in Cleveland. And he's also going to be getting 3 meals a day, showers, a warm bed to sleep in, and these girls are at home trying to get their life back in order again, and trying to at least try to patch up where they left off at. Because here's the other thing too: none of these girls know anything about anything anymore. I mean, they've been locked up for 10 years. They don't know anything about the technology that's going on here, in the world. They don't know anything about they got plucked from the neighborhood at a young age, especially Gina and Amanda. They both did. Right, they were both teenagers, and they didn't graduate high school. So that's another avenue that they have to go and try to redo and get their GEDs at least.
What about the kid too?
The little girl.
She hasn't even been in school.
Right, she hasn't even been vaccinated. Right. She was born and never been vaccinated. No shots or nothing, so you don't know. And the other thing is, too, and this is a speculation and hypotheticals and air quotes I'm doing right now, you don't know if this guy had any kind of diseases either. I mean, it's going to take years, upon years for these, testing of all these girls to make sure that these girls are safe, So I mean, and I feel, yeah, that's other thing, mental issues too with these girls. The one thing that really got me though is the Michelle girl. I mean, none of her family is, stepped up to help her. She's been in Metro Hospital for the entire time. She's got so many mental problems. She's been raped so many times by this guy. She's lost so many babies. I think it was like 6 babies. Something like that, yeah. And that's the other thing too, is that there were hypothetically, I guess, I don't know if it is, allegedly they were digging in the backyard of his house, of Ariel Castro's house, and they found a little tiny cross leaning up against a fence, and they said that there might be, and like I said, this is all alleged, that there might be bodies in the backyard of these little babies or whatever. So we don't know. Right, we don't know anything about this. We don't know anything. Everything's still new, and all the news outlets, like I said, they're news outlets are trying to beat the next news outlet out to get the breaking story. We don't know. It'll all come out in the wash soon. Cleveland police will get in contact with the media. I'm sure there'll be a press conference about it all. I'm sure the mayor, the governor, or whoever, the attorney general's office, the prosecutor, somebody will come out and say something about the case. So that's the gist of it, I guess. And it's really, really sad. And then when I was sitting at home, just listening to this whole thing, transpired, the thing that got me most was Amanda Berry's 911 call. How this stupid-ass dispatcher, and I don't care if everybody says, well, she did her job. She was doing, and that's the official quote from the city. Oh, she did the protocols and everything. No, she didn't. If she did the protocols, she would have still been on the line with Amanda Berry till the cops got there. But here's the thing. The cops got there within 2 minutes of the phone call anyways, because the reason why they got there 2 minutes before the phone call, because there's a commander station right around the corner from there. So, I mean, that's the reason why. It's up around on West 25th Street, in Seymour. So there is a commander's watch office right there. So that's the reason why somebody got there quick. And there's always cops around West 25th. So that's the reason why they got there. So, I want to play this 911 call. And this is what really got me, dude. I was almost in tears when I heard it. I'm like, oh my God, she's alive? But this 911 dispatcher, she is a total bitch.
Cleveland 911, you need...
Hello, please. Help me, I'm Amanda Berry.
You need police, fire, or ambulance?
I need police.
Okay, and what's going on there?
I've been kidnapped, and I've been missing for 10 years, and I'm here. I'm free now.
Okay, and what's your address?
2207 Seymour Avenue.
2207 Seymour. Looks like you're calling me from 2210. Looks like you're calling me from 2210.
I can't hear you.
It looks like you were calling me from 2210 Seymour.
Yeah, I'm across the street. I'm using the phone.
Okay, stay there with those neighbors. Talk to the police when they get there.
Okay.
Okay, talk to the police when they get there.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, talk to the police when they get there.
Okay, I'm going right now.
We're going to send them as soon as we get a car open.
No, I need them now before we get back.
All right, we're sending them, okay?
Okay, I mean, like,
who's the guy you're, who's the guy who went out?
His name is Ariel Castro.
All right, how old is he?
He's like 52.
All right, and...
Steven, I'm Amanda Berry. I've been on the news for the last 10 years.
Okay, I got that here. I already... And you said, what was his name again?
Ariel Castro.
And is he white, black, or Hispanic?
I'm Hispanic.
And what's he wearing?
I don't know, because he's not here right now. That's why I got away.
When he left, what was he wearing?
Sweetheart, it's a pity. What?
Right, the police are on the way. Talk to them when they get there. Okay?
Okay.
I told you they're on the way. Talk to them when they get there, okay?
All right, okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
I can't believe that, though. She's like, talk to them when they get there.
She's trying to, rush her off.
Right, exactly. Like, she's got a fucking lunch date that she has to go on or something.
Keep the person calm.
Right, exactly. Keep them calm until the cops get there, so that way they can, assess the situation that's going on there, and then calm her down a little bit more, and then then you hang up the phone, But no, it didn't go down that way. She just wanted to rush her off the phone. I guess she had she she had to go to lunch or something or whatever. So, I mean, or she had a hot date that day or something like that. Or she just wanted to get out of work or whatever. That's my opinion. But the city of Cleveland is saying, oh, she did all the protocols. No, she didn't. If she did all the... Right. The protocol is to stay on the line until the police get there. Plain and simple. That's all it is. And that's what kind of pisses me off the most about the whole situation, though. And people are saying, well, you know, she did her job, blah, blah, blah. The cops got there quickly and everything and so on and so forth. But no, she didn't. She didn't really do her job because, again, if she did her job, Amanda Berry would have still been on the line with her the entire time until the cops got there. And then the cops could have took over from there. So, I don't know. It's kind of crazy, though. The other thing is, too, is Sylvia Brown. This bitch, I can't stand her. She's that psychic that had the mother of Amanda Berry on her show one time. And it's where she had that psychic show and she can read the dead or something like that or get messages from beyond or whatever the case may be. And evidently, Sylvia Brown told the mother of Amanda Berry that her daughter was dead. And, you know, you don't really, if you're a psychic or whatever, you don't tell the parents, the mother, that your child is dead. You know, you try to at least comfort her a little bit and say, well, maybe there might be a light at the end of the tunnel. And there was a light at the end of the tunnel because she's here with us today. She's alive. She's, you know, she's not all there right yet, but physically she's okay. Mentally, she's not. But it's going to take time. And that's where I go back to what I said before. The media needs to leave them alone for a while. And listen, the other thing is, too, if you have presents and gifts and so on and so forth that you want to give to Amanda, Michelle, and Gina, take them to the 2nd and 1st District here in Cleveland. They're collecting all the stuff for Gina and the rest of the girls and Amanda and Michelle. Go to your 1st District police station or the 2nd District police station here in Cleveland. All the information will be on our website at uncensorednetnoise.com at the end of the show here. You can go there. You can give your cards. You can give your teddy bears or whatever you want to give to the girls. That's fine. Then there's also a fund that is also being or I guess it's already made. It's a Cleveland Courage Fund. Any key bank, if you go to any key bank in the city of Cleveland and you can give monetary donations to the victims. And now people are saying, well, we give, you know, the money to the victims. I mean, what are they going to do? Give them big handfuls of cash? No. Here's how it works. According to Matt Zone, Councilman Matt Zone, and a few other councilmen, they're going to have a committee that takes care of the money. Let's say if Gina wants a new car or something like that, or she needs a house, or she needs, you know, clothing, or she needs food, or she needs whatever. There is where the money will be, you know, they'll write her a check to the person that she need, you know, that she's buying the stuff from, especially like the car or something like that, to the car dealer. And then that's how they get paid. They're not going to give them big handfuls of cash because you think about it for a minute. They've been gone for 10 years. Yeah. They don't know what the hell money is. Yeah, you know? What's right to do with their money. Exactly. And especially with the way the economy is right now. Yeah. You know, already kids when they left anyway, so they did really right. Know how to be responsible. Right, exactly. And then the other thing is, too, is that, you know, the other reason why they don't want to give the money out is because you know you're going to have some sort of jerk, some sort of asshole that's going to stalk them knowing that they got money and try to be friends with them and then get them to buy, you know, this, that, and the other thing for them. So I'm glad Councilman Matt Zone and the rest of the councilmen decided to do it this way. But, you know, this whole situation to me is it's a very, very happy ending that this all came about. But then there's also the other side of me is that I really want to go to that jail right now and just fucking kill that guy. You know, the guy, I can't believe how he got away with 10 years without anybody in that neighborhood. I mean, nobody in that neighborhood knowing that there was girls downstairs in the basement of the house. There's got to be someone There's got to be friends. There's got to have to be someone that heard something that was going on in that house or seen something that was going on in that house and didn't report it.
They said that on the first floor, all the windows was like closed in.
Right, they had bags and stuff over them and everything.
Or like a couple of windows had boards and stuff.
Right.
In there. And then I heard that one time that when it first happened that Castro's ex-wife husband was the one was a suspect. And he said that Castro might have done it.
Right.
And they thought he was the one that was doing it, and they overlooked it.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that the brothers they got off scot-free from this. They got a couple misdemeanor traffic or something like that, or open containers or something like that. Whatever the case may be. But they got a few little misdemeanor charges against them, and then I'm sure that the judge is going to say time served because.
Released them yesterday morning.
Yeah. So I'm sure the judge said time served. You don't have to pay a fine or nothing like that, because they were in jail those times. So I don't know, but the I know those brothers. I mean, this is just alleged. This is just me saying those brothers got something to do with it, man. They had, because they. I mean, look, who in their right mind? Let's say me and you were brothers, okay? Your brother knows exactly what your brother's doing the whole entire time.
How you gonna be in the house? And
right, exactly.
That he got prisoners in.
Right, and then the other question is that if you had like a lock on a basement door, like a couple of locks, and then your front door is nothing but locks, I'm gonna be kind of suspicious. I'm gonna go, dude, what's up with all the locks on your front door? What's all the locks up, going on on the basement? That right there throws up red flags. And people that were in the house, friends and everything, nobody has fucking 12 fucking deadbolts on their front door.
I think they said that he never had any company.
Right.
Other than the brothers.
Well, the friends came over there because he had band practice at his house. So there's always like someone there, with his band or whatever, and they're practicing and so on and so forth. And my question would be, and they said the house was kind of messy inside or whatever the case may be. It's a typical band house, you know what I'm saying? A band member's house or whatever. So, I mean, the thing to me is that, if you're in a band with a guy and you go to his house for practice, and if I was like the guitar player in that band or something like that, and I'm there and I'm practicing and I'm getting ready to leave, and I have to fucking turn like 10 different deadbolts, I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna say, dude, what's up with all the locks? Oh, it's a bad neighborhood. No, dude, it's more than a bad neighborhood. You got something going on here. I mean, that throws up red flags right there. So, I think the brothers allegedly have something to do with it too, and they let him off. And if they do have something to do with it, I hope the Cleveland police revisit this thing and find out they did have something to do with it. So, who knows what's happening though. And then you got the mother of this Ariel Castro in her car, and Telemundo's interviewing her. She's crying and everything. Look, if you don't know what your son's doing, you ain't no mother. I mean, my mother is 50, going on 60, dude. She knows every fucking move I make. She knows exactly what I'm doing. I'm damn near 40, and she still knows what I'm doing. So I mean, to me, it's weird that the Cleveland police kind of let these guys go and let them off the hook and everything. But whatever. Right now, we just have to wait and give the family a little bit of room to breathe. Let the police, the city, the prosecutor do their jobs, and then eventually we'll find out exactly what's going on here. I had to go down by Gina's house. I was in that area, and I just rode. I didn't go there to see Gina or find out all the media coverage and see all. I had to go there for a specific reason. All right, I had to go down, because her street's on 71st, so I had to go down 73rd for a specific reason. You wouldn't believe the media trucks that were blocking the road, the main intersection, just for cars to get down.
Right.
I mean, it's a total circus.
Like one of my classmates took a camera on Monday and
right
went down there.
Right.
Yeah, he shot the different kind of trucks and
news vans and all that,
and wires going everywhere.
Right.
Said it was crazy.
And then you got all the looky-loos that are all standing around waiting to get a glimpse of Gina or some sort of information that's going on. And then I'm glad it rained today because it slowed everything down over in those areas, and then everybody's not going to be standing out there in the rain watching and everything else. So I'm glad that they kind of cleared it up a little bit, though. But just stay away from the houses for right now. Let the cops do their job. Let the prosecutor do his thing. You guys will get your information when it comes. You know, just give the family a little bit of room. I mean, they're not asking for much. The family's not asking for much at all. They're just asking for a little bit of room so that way they can get back in touch with their family, and try to reunite with their loved ones that's been gone for the last 10 years, and eventually something is going to, come about, and we're going to know the information from, all these different places, from the prosecutor, from the judge, from wherever. We're going to get the information. So just give them a little time, though. All right, look, I'm going to get the hell up out of here. I think I did enough tonight. Dom's not here. His pussy hurts right now. So I'm going to get the hell up out of here. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay away from their houses. I mean it. Stay away from their houses. Let them breathe. And go to our website, uncensorednetnoise.com. There you'll be able to find all the archives for all the shows that we did in the past. I want to thank our intern Jason for coming in and giving a little bit of his take on what's going on here. And also check out the main website, morningshowcentral.com. There you'll be able to sign up and check out all the cool things we got on the website. And I think that's about it, though. I think next week we got a guest on. Dom, I don't think Dom will be here next week either. Yeah, he won't neither. No, he won't be here next week because he's got some sort of show he's doing. So I don't know what's going on there. But we do have a band coming in. I'm booking one right now. So just keep watching the Facebook for more information on that, though. Facebook.com/uncensored net noise. And then YouTube, check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/uncensored net noise as well. Or you can just do a Google search for Uncensored Net Noise and you'll find us everywhere. All right, on that note, guys, we're going to get the hell up out of here. We'll talk to you again next week. Same time, same place, right here at MSC Radio Network, morningshowcentral.com. Have a good weekend. Good night.
You just got to know when it's time to quit.
Fuck that noise. We're not quitting. I think you can do better, Ted.
I beg your pardon?
I don't see anybody headed for the door. Listen to me. It's just like trying to fuck a Catholic girl who keeps saying, no, no, no.